The first weird thing I sold was just a pair of tights I was wearing. I realized that my entirety was a moneymaker. This was my superpower. My name's Anna D, aka Rebecca Blue, and I sell things from my body to my fans. There's nothing as fun as selling weird things on the internet. I sell used band-aids, toenail clippings, vials of spit, old retainers, my ear cheese. The value of an item depends on how pungent the smell is. I sold my IUD for 4 figures. That customer has it like a trophy on his mantelpiece. I actually enjoy being admired. People judge others if it's not what they're into, but being a hustler is in my blood. I don't take from anybody. I know someone will eat the dust on the floor that I walk on. That is money, honey.
All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shema, how Shah, by Shema Kakodash. The bonus of the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom, to I came out to push the word of sincerity and the truth. Yeah, that video, man, it just shows you the vileness of America. You know, this is literally the valley of the shadow of death, where anything that's disgusting, inundated with filth and demons, because she basically just selling demons, through different vows and things of that nature. You see she just spitting in bottles, selling it on the market and stuff like that. And these individuals are paying top dollar, going through their hard-earned money. A lot of individuals are probably late on rent, damn near, got eviction notices, but they're addicted to this filth, and that's why, this place has to get hit with a cleansing agent, because it's a lot of evil spirits here. It's a lot of witches and warlocks, demons, ghouls, goblins. Man, the list goes on and on. And these individuals, back in the, let's not even deal with biblical times, but medieval times and things of that nature, witches would get burned on a stake, because they would practice dark magic. What she's doing is practicing magic, man. She's pushing out negative vibrations, to the masses, in the sense of retaining money. Like she just said, she sell her IUD. She's selling certain things that are supposed to be disposable, but she's, enveloping these different things in envelopes and stuff like that. And she's, made a enterprise out of witchcraft, man. But she's just she's a small replica, so to speak, of America. The whore that sitteth upon many nations, that selleth witchcraft, as it is written. Because this place, it's about selling you garbage at a phenomenally high rate. From the food that you eat, we already know it's filled up with all kind of pus and mucus. You have something known as meat glue. Apostle Harwood went into that recently. A lot of this, these things that you and divulge in, so to speak, is it has underlying demons on it. That's why when you purchase these things, hell, even certain statues and pick, I think I had I think it was like a tiger statue or something of that nature, or I was going to purchase one from a store, but then I looked at the bottom of the label and it says causes cancer. And I'm thinking, damn, how can a statue cause cancer? And more than likely the chemicals that's used to create and manufacture this item, was carcinogenic. So that's a demon, man. That's an evil spirit. Because see, everything around back in the ancient world, things were for your benefit. What you touch, what you seen, what you smelled, what you heard, all carried a positive vibration. Now what you touch here, your senses are being exercised on the left-hand side, and that's why the Most High has to click that gigantic reset button and start things and renew the world. But right now we in hell, and like I said, these demons and these evil spirited people, they sit on the pinnacle. They basically sit on the throne, and they're being sponsored and bought and paid for by the the major enterprise of America. America funds this shit. It could be a ban on what she's doing, but she has the ability to create an LLC, and she gets plaques and awards and achievements from the wickedness that she's doing, and then she gets what's the word? Credence, for her witchery. But this is Psalm 23, and I just jumped to the point in 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Yeah, see, this is the place of Satan, man. This is Satan's headquarters. Like if you look at Amazon, you look at Google, you look at all these different corporations. Yeah, they have branches in these different states, but in most cases they'll have a headquarters in Atlanta, or they have a headquarters in DC, or a headquarters in New York or Seattle. See, Satan, his headquarters is in America. All right. This is the area where Satan sits, and he sits comfortably. It tells you that, basically how, basically Satan sits in that position in Thessalonians. And, of course it speaks about earth, but on earth, but in earth you have energy zones, man. You have high energy zones, you have low energy zones, you have neutral zones, so to speak. Just for a synopsis of course, energy, but this area is the highest energy zone of demonism. This is where all the drugs are being smuggled to. If you look at where like I said, all roads lead to Rome, all witchcraft, sorcery, Satanism, and voodoo, all this stuff, it may have started in these different countries and islands and stuff like that, but where does it touch down and gain the most prosperity? In America. Look at America's GDP. All right, a lot of the gross domestic products, a lot of the products that's being distributed and pushed out in America is bullshit, man. Like I said, it's sorcery. But guess what? With all wickedness, it comes to an end. All right, everything has a run. The scriptures tells you that in 2 Timothy 9th chapter, everything has a beginning and an end, and the end is being manifest. So this is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Yeah, so this place that was once regarded, you had the 20s and the roaring 20s, you had the 30s and stuff like that. You had that certain eras where most people appreciated America for the strong buying power, the purchasing power, of course, which is buying power. But the credentials that came with this country, that was raw, like it was valued, so in so many words, it was worth its weight in gold, But then guess what? You had presidents, such as FDR. You had gold confiscations where they started to pull out, the actual value, certain pockets of value that America actually had. And they started to introduce our artificial means of living, our artificial means of buying, our artificial means of purchasing, our artificial means of selling, which is witchcraft. If you see how witches and know how sorcery works, it's all about the sleight of the hand. It's all about deception. So it says, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Yeah, and we are here to expose. All right, we're here to lift the skirt. Like for instance, most people will probably be in the comment section. Some people will be disgusted, but you have other individuals praising like, damn, why didn't I think about that? So it's encouraging little boys and little girls to tap into their tap into evil spirits in a means of actually getting profit, not actually living a life upright. You had upright men that walked through the straight and narrow. The scriptures even speak about, as a man, through the sweat of your brow shall you basically receive your increase. But most people are getting their increase through loopholes, through these unknown tunnels and unknown portals that's forbidden. All right, that's a forbidding practice. All right, you know, that's called, that's like I said, black magic is forbidden. That's why if witches weren't killed, they would be banished, like the witch of Endor. And that's why, matter of fact, I'm gonna close it with this scripture because I didn't want to make it too long. I just wanted to go into this. You know, the Most High is gonna judge a lot of these witches and warlocks, and he's gonna hang them on the gallows, burn them at the stake, just like they did in the ancient world, man. You know, these laws, statutes, and commandments aren't just here dormant. You know, they're gonna if you tapping into these things and breaking these laws, and of course she's an Edomite, she's a devil, you know, but these individuals that tapping into these things, they're gonna have to face a hefty judgment. Exodus 22:18, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Yeah, because if a witch lives and thrives, they're gonna thrive off of witchcraft. Craft is the working of Wicca. All right, or magic. Like I said, whether it's white magic, black magic, green magic, whatever magic you want to call it, nonetheless, it's magic. All right, so with that, I want to end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shai, Shem, Kakodash, the abundance of the apostle and others, a great millstone. Shalom, Akim.